The chronology of Zulfarhan Osman Zulkarnain. On 20 and 21 May 2017, university mates allegedly beat and torture him with belt, rubber hose, iron and hanger over a laptop dispute. On 27 May, friends drove him to the clinic in Bangi for treatment. On 31 May, friends brought him to the clinic again for treatment. On 1st June, they rushed to the hospital Sedang, pronounced dead at the hospital. And 2nd June, he was buried in Johor. On 14 June, 5 University Pertahanan Nasional Malaysia (UPNM) students charged in the magistrate court with murder. Another student was charged with abetting the 5, while 13 others are charged with voluntarily causing hurt. On 11 November, all pleaded not guilty at the High Court. On 14 November, High Court allowed for a joint trial which all students charged jointly with murder, conspiracy to murder and causing injury. On 29 January, trial began with the prosecution calling 31 witnesses including the hospital Serdang. Medical forensic specialist, which is Dr. Salma Arshad. On 31 July, High Court concluded that the prosecution had successfully established a prima facie case against 18 students and ordered them to enter their defense. The court acquitted the discharged one of the accused. On October 9, defense began. On 8 April, the defense closed its case after calling 20 witnesses, including Hospital Sungai Buloh head of the Forensic Medical Department, Dr. Rahayu Shahar Adnan. On 29 and 30 September, High Court heard the final submission, and the 2nd November, 6 UPNM students were found guilty of culpable homicide. 5 of the 6, along with 12 others, were also found guilty of voluntarily causing hurt.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning, especially to the media and all of you today. Thank you for joining us for this important press conference regarding to the latest development in the case of Zulfarhan Osman Zulkarnain. As many of you know, the Court of Appeal has recently handing down to its final verdict, sentencing 6 individuals to the death by hanging under Section 302 of the Penal Code for the crime of murder. Today, we have representatives from the university administration, law enforcement, and especially Zulfarhan family, who will address about the final stage of the case. The court will ruling and the action being taken is moving forward. So, let's begin to our press conference today. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum to all. I am Nasuha Harun, the Vice Chancellor of UPNM, and today I'll be here to answer all of the questions given by the reporters about the Zulfarhan Osman case.
Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Dalika Hadis and I am the head warden of UPNM, and I am open to any questions from the reporters. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and salam madani. I am Tan Sri Iman Samad. I am Inspector General from Bukit Aman PDRM, and I will help UPNM, also the media, to answering all the curious questions. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. My name is Power and I am Zulfarhan's mother. Thank you anyway for inviting me.
To all of the reporters, you may ask us questions starting from now on. May the press conference of the Zulfarhan Osman case start right now.
May I ask to head of Warden, how did the warden system at the university fail in detecting the signs of abuse that lead to Zulfarhan's death?
Thank you for this question. So I think the first reason could be lack of active monitoring the wardens may not have been actively monitoring the daily interactions among students. Maybe a more vigilant approach could have helped in detecting the physical and emotional changes that Zulfarhan went through the period of abuse. And I think the second reason might be the underestimation of abuse. The wardens may have underestimated the severity of interpersonal conflicts, that then failing to recognize the abusive behavior as a serious issue, especially in a setting where hazing or bullying might have been normalized. So I think that could be the reason.
Okay. So, may I ask to Zulfarhan mother, now that the court has sentenced the 6 individuals to date, do you feel that justice has been served for Zulfarhan?
Thank you. As Zulfarhan's mother, I will feel a complex mix of emotions while the court's decision may bring some sense of justice and accountability, but still can never replace my son. The desire for justice is very natural, but it doesn't erase the pain, and navigating life after such a loss is an ongoing struggle.
Were there any challenges in the investigation or delays that may have compromised the outcome of the case?
Thank you for the question. As a police, in Zulfarhan Osman case, the investigation faced quite several challenges as a police, such as like we have challenges during the delay of the medical attention toward Zulfarhan injuries were severe, but medical help was delayed for almost 2 days, and it's worse his condition even more. And then about the evidence collection is really hard to find, because to gather the evidence and to determine the roles of multiple suspects was really complex, because as we know, there is a lot of students who is involved in this case. And then about the conflict testimonies from the our UPNM and all that involved is inconsistent from the accused, that might complicated our investigation as a police. And then the late court proceedings, the case really took more than 4 years to resolve, and it's made frustrating to all the people that concerned about Zulfarhan case, and especially us as a police, and many other more things that we really concerned about the delay. And then especially about the public reaction, which is really important, because of we get lots of point of view from other people, and then they talk about justice for Zulfarhan and what should we do with the suspect. And then because they are the one that murdered the people, right? So it's led to the public debate on whatever justice was fully served.
To Vice Chancellor, does the university take full responsibility for failing to protect Zulfarhan, and how will you ensure accountability moving forward?
Okay, so to answer the question, no, the university has not taken full responsibility for the failure to protect Zulfarhan. Though it may have acknowledged shortcomings in the system in place, there is often a shared responsibility between various stakeholders, including the university administration, wardens, students, and authorities. However, holding the university accountable involves addressing the specific failures in the warden system. student welfare programs, and policies for preventing and reporting abuse. So to ensure the accountability moving forward, several steps can be taken through the comprehensive investigation, strengthening safeguards, policy returns, policy reform, improved training and awareness, and independent oversight.
Right. Okay, to head off Warden, what new safety measures or protocols are being implemented to ensure a tragedy like this never happens again?
Okay, as the head of Warden of Upnm, we are implementing stricter safety protocols to prevent any future tragedies. This includes increased surveillance with more CCTV cameras, indoor areas, regular room checks, and a confidential reporting system for students to report any issues anonymously. We are also providing mandatory workshops on anti-bullying, conflict resolution, and mental health support to foster a safer, more supportive campus environment. Our goal is to ensure that every student feels safe, respected, and protected.
Right. May I ask the Vice Chancellor, will there be any disciplinary action taken against staff or faculty who might have ignored or misshaped early warning signs?
There has been no confirmation of disciplinary action against staff or faculty in the Zulfarhan Osman case for mishandling early warning signs of abuse. While the cadets involved in the torture were charged, there hasn't been any public indication that military instructors or officials who may have ignored or failed to act on warning sign have faced consequences. So, however, the case had led to significant public pressure for accountability and potential reforms in military training environments to prevent the future abuse from happening again.
I got questions to police. Do you believe the court decision will serve as a strong deterrent to prevent similar crimes in the future?
That's quite a good question. Thank you for asking me. So I will answer the question. So the court decision in the Zulfarhan Osman case reflect to the seriousness which our justice system, especially in the institute education, and about the threats of crimes, bullying, and we believe it sends a strong message that acts of violence and bullying will not be tolerated. And then we hope that this serves as a deterrent for others and will raise awareness towards all the people and especially students from the other university about the severe consequences of such action that you do. Like before you do, you need to think first about the consequences that will happen in the future. Like if you wanna bully someone, you should think about what happened to your future, and then please have empathy towards other people. Additionally, as a PDRN police, this is our commitment to taking further steps to prevent from the similar incident from happening. We are working closely with educational institutions to enhance safety protocol and establish reporting mechanism to the student to make them feel more safe and speak against about the bullying or intimidation. We also will collaborate on awareness program. We will help a program about bullying to educate more students in the university. And then, of course, young people, this is really important for all of you to have empathy and respect and non-violence towards each other. By fostering an environment where students would understand the repercussions of harmful behavior, we aim to create more safer communities across all campus and beyond. And I hope that my speech will answer your question. Thank you again.
Alright. To Zulfarhan mother, what message would you like to send to other students or parents who may be facing bullying or violence?
Alright, to be honest, Zulfarhan to me was a very good son. His dream taken from us by violence. To students out there, please, if you see someone else, your friends especially, being hurt, don't look away. Help them, speak up and support each other. And remember that kindness and courage can save our life, especially our children. And to parents, please stay involved and teach our children the importance of respect and empathy, so that we can avoid these things happen again and again. No child should ever feel unsafe. And yeah, let's Zulfarhan's story remind us to stand against violence and create safer communities together. That's all.
Okay, that is all I think for this press conference. Thank you for your cooperation in answering our questions.
Alright, thank you so much.